YouTubers? This is your boy Big Man Track Fan 12 coming to you with another video game review. And in this review, I'm going to talk about the game True Crime Streets of LA, which was released on PC, PlayStation 2, Xbox, and GameCube by Activision. And the plot of the game is that Detective Nick Klein is is recruited by Chief Wanda Page to be in the Elite Operation Division of the LAPD to take down some gangs while trying to find out what happened to his father, who was also a cop in the LAPD and stuff. And pretty much, Nick Cannon is pretty much a cliche cop that pretty much don't play by the rules all the time and stuff like that and everything, but gets the job done. Now, pretty much, there are 12 episodes in the game, which consists of different consists of missions and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And the number of missions that each episode has would really depends on the episode itself. Some might have like 7, others may have 10. You know what I'm saying? Like for example, the first episode has pretty much 10 episodes with a bonus stage where you can pretty much upgrade your fighting skills, driving skills, and gun skills and stuff like that. And like pretty much during the missions, police radio will call in different crimes throughout the pretty much throughout the course of the game that you can solve and stuff like that. Now it is worth noting that those crimes that they being reported are pretty optional. You know what I'm saying? You'll have to do it, but it does help to like solve them at some point and everything. Now, pretty much the goal is to pretty much arrest the perps and everything when you hear about a particular crime, whether it's a hold up or a street fight, something like that, and everything. Now, you can if you pretty much arrest the perps, the good bad meter pretty much will increase, but if you get a headshot off a perp or kill an innocent bystander and stuff, the good bad meter will pretty much decrease and everything. Now, which brings me to the point of the fact that every decision or action that you make will pretty much affect how the game pretty much ends. You know what I'm saying? Now, there's a good ending, average ending, and bad ending. You know what I'm saying? It really depends on, like I said, the actions that you take. Pretty much, sometimes it can be a combination of you arresting people, frisking them for drugs and stuff like that, or if you happen to kill somebody, pretty much the end of the bystander, or a headshot of a criminal, like I previously mentioned a few seconds ago. You know what I'm saying? So what you want to do is have the good ending and everything. So that means that you pretty much arrest as many perps as possible while avoiding pretty much killing anybody, you know what I'm saying, any like negative consequences and stuff like that. Now, you can use stealth at certain points in the game, you know what I'm saying, which involve like certain like warehouses, specific warehouses and stuff like that. Now, pretty much what you can do is like either knock the perps out or use a tranquilizer. But it is worth noting that the tranquilizer has like a limited number of ammo, so you don't want to rely on the tranquilizer all the time. You know what I'm saying? You want to rely on knocking them out. But like as far as the tranquilizer, if they're too far for you to knock out, of course the tranquilizer is the way to go. Now you can also go to repair shops to get your car repaired. Go go to a health clinic to restore your health, and go to a parking garage to get a particular car. One thing that that's worth noting is that you can frisk people for guns and drugs and stuff. If you find it, any drugs or a gun and stuff like that, you automatically like arrest them, and the good bad meter will go up every time. And if you're going to arrest a perp, you can either flash your badge or do warning shots. You know what I'm saying? Run warning shots and stuff like that. For the most part, most people will give up, allowing you to arrest them and everything. But occasionally, I would say some would try to fight you. Um, I would say that will happen if you happen to fire warning shots. You know what I'm saying? That will happen. Either that or they'll pretty much run away and everything. Of course, that will depend on the situation and everything. Now, it is worth noting that the soundtrack consists of songs mostly like West Coast rap. You know what I'm saying? Like Snoop Dogg, Coolio, E40, West Side Connection, stuff like that. But it also has like George Clinton and stuff like that. Now, the um the graphics and design for True Crime Streets of LA are good with some decent color palettes and everything. And the controls and gameplay are good. But I don't know what it is, but if the perps try to fight you, pretty much all of them they try to fight you know how to fight. I don't like get that at all. It kind of reminds me of the story mode of WrestleMania 19 for the GameCube and everything, where all of the construction workers, security guards somehow know wrestling holds and stuff like that. I don't know why they implemented that with this particular game and stuff like that, but they know how to fight for some reason. Now, I would say that the soundtrack for True Crime Streets of LA is going to be a mixed bag with some people, and they will actually depend on whether or not they like West Coast rap songs and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, it's pretty. The songs are pretty good. You know what I'm saying? But but the problem is the only time you will get to hear them is when you're driving a particular car. You know what I'm saying? Now there's only like a handful of songs that I actually remember. There's a couple of songs by Ice-T, a couple of songs by DLC. With him, it's pretty much the formula, and it's funky enough. Then there's a song by one specific song by George Clinton, then one by Bone Thugs and Harmony, and one by Mac 10. You know what I'm saying? If anybody like remember these songs who is as old as I am would know what I'm talking about. Now the main gripe I do have with True Crime Streets of LA is the fact that the missions are just too short. It's kind of like they can last for like 5 minutes at best. You know what I'm saying? Each it's like each mission should have been longer than that. Probably like at least 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I'll say around 8 to 10 minutes at tops. You know what I'm saying? But outside of that, True Crime Streets of LA is a decent sandbox game, and I'll say if you like the sandbox genre, you most likely gonna enjoy this particular game and stuff like that. As far as the score, I definitely give it a 7 out of 10 because, like I said, the graphics and design are good but not great, but and the missions are too short and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, You can sound off in the comment section about true crimes, streets of LA if you like it, if you like the songs that's in the game and stuff like that. You can even mention it whether or not you like the length of the missions and everything, you know. And if you like this video, don't hesitate to click the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification button. This is your boy Big Metro Fan 12 signing off.